What's up, everybody? And thank you for stopping by for this travel vlog. Yes. Well, a lot of people have been asking what happened with the trip to London and to Amsterdam. Well, for those of you who didn't know, we went to go see JIN. It started out that we were going to go to Amsterdam first. Shout out to Fear for getting us the tickets, which was great. So thank you very much, Fear. Now, in the workings, as we started kind of telling people that we were going to do that, other people from our Discord started jumping in and basically trying to arrange it so that we could all meet. So those people were Juju and Mousy and Mousy's daughter. And so those were the three people.
And Fear.
And of course I said Fear. And Fear. The four people that we met there in Amsterdam. And actually, too, I want to thank personally, me and Irene would like to thank Mousy for the dinner that night at that Japanese restaurant. Very, very cool. Very good company. Okay, so let's start with what happened in London. So what had happened was I got a very important message from another person that I know on the internet by the name of Sarah. And Sarah works for a company that has box seats for their company. So she's very, very lucky because any of the concerts that come to the O2, obviously if she's applied for them, they get box seats tickets, sky tickets or skybox the skybox at the O2 Arena, which if you know anything about the skyboxes in the O2 Arena, they are famous, world famous. And I know why too, because being there, we got to pass some of the other skyboxes and they were just out cold, man. They looked amazing. Ours was awesome too. So she had hit up some other reactors before us and had offered skybox tickets to the JIN concert. Nobody got back to her, and she said, well, I'll take a chance since you're in Spain, because the other people were actually in London or in the UK-based reactors. So we were like, oh my God, is this possible? So we put our resources together, which was tight because my parents are coming at the end of October, and we were really kind of moving finances around to completely redo some of our kitchen and our porch, which is where my studio's connected, so that my parents have a place to go outside and, just hang out. So we kind of moved some finances around, and we did. We got to London, and it was London. London is always gonna London. You know what I mean? So if anybody knows anything about the UK, especially primarily London, because Manchester and London are completely different, and I'm in love with Manchester. I love Manchester a lot, and I love London too. It's just I think that London is very big and sometimes can be a little complicated. You know what I mean? Whereas Manchester is a lot smaller, and for some reason it's just easy to maneuver, really. So London kind of makes us a little nervous, and some of the people too, especially around the train station, the employees, they get a little rude. And so we experienced that. That isn't the first time, though. We've experienced a lot of stuff like that. In any event, we got there. We were able to check in. We ended up going and meeting with Sarah, which was always a treat. She is great. She brought her daughter and her friend, Carolyn. And it was just an amazing, amazing time. First off, just to see the enormity. We were there a day before, okay? So this is London, or no, excuse me. We came in that day. And it was that day when we showed up, wow. It was just, that whole place, man, that the O2 is just enormous, man. And so many people and levels and everything. And the cool thing was that when you're in there, rather than to stand around and wait, they do have a mall, right? And so that mall has, food trucks and everything. It was really cool. I got to do some shopping, and then that was about it. It was the quest for those BTS bombs. which those things, wow, I can't believe how fast they sell out. So when we got to the venue, that was kind of the whole mission, was to get these bombs. And straight away, when we got to the very first place that they were selling them, gone. And everybody was, now it wasn't just us, it was the whole place, thousands and thousands of people looking to buy the army bombs. Well, Sarah is a very crafty person. She doesn't really take no for an answer when it comes to certain things. So she, I don't know how it happened. We got into the interior. Next thing you know, this woman disappears and reappears. Keep in mind, there's lines as long as, I mean, wow. This woman emerges with 4 BTS bombs. It was amazing. I don't know how she did it. She won't disclose, but they were bought, so they were not, she didn't steal them. Let's get that out of the way right now. She didn't steal them. But it was cool. Then we sat down and we got to go to the skybox, and it was great, man. I mean, basically, if you wanted to stand, you could. They had bar stools. Then you had the front row, or the theater seats in front. It was really cool because each skybox had its own waitress, and there was a bar there. So, but what you would do is just order on an iPad whatever it was that you wanted to drink, send it. They went and got it, and they came and gave it to you while you were wherever you were doing. So, it was just amazing. It was an amazing time. To see for the first time the BTS bombs and the way that they, I mean, we saw that with the Stray Kids, but there's just something different with the BTS bombs. And although it was JIN and he's of BTS, it was just cool to see how those things react to the concert. His concert was awesome. Like I said, we've seen him twice, and I got to be honest with you, other than the lineup, right, the song lineup, things were different. You know what I mean? From one to the next. He didn't really keep the same. It was the same program, but he also kind of did a couple things that he didn't do in the first performance. That's considering Amsterdam. So, I'm sorry, just say it. Nate. That's the next thing I wanted to get to. We were supposed to meet up with Nate, but unfortunately, Nate, at the last moment, had an issue in his family, and he wasn't able to make it. But he was there in spirit, and yeah, so big thoughts and prayers out to Nate. Hopefully everything is all right on his side, and the next concert, definitely, Nate will definitely be there. Amsterdam. Now, Amsterdam was very, very cool. Like I said in the top, we were meeting some folks there from Discord. What I had thought about when I went to the Amsterdam show was it was at the Ziggo Dome, right? And the thing about that is that I remember our band played at the Ziggo Dome long time ago. There's that I remember. There's 2 venues. There's probably more than that, but there's the Ziggo Dome, right, the actual concert venue, and then there's another venue that's on the side. It's a smaller venue. We played in there. I remember that place was dope, man. It was really, really cool to be around. They had different restaurants, and it was just very themey, almost theme parkish, you know. I've been there a handful of times since then, and every single time that we've gotten there, it seems like the aesthetics of it have just gotten worse. Like, wow, this time I just couldn't believe it. There was just a lot of trash and crazy things going on. Granted, there was a lot of people, and if I'm not mistaken, there was an actual soccer game that was happening at the same time that, you know, we were, the second day that we were there. When we got to Amsterdam, we were there one day, and we kind of went around, met everybody, and that was it. We didn't go into the concert. The second day, did the same thing, but this time we went into the concert. The second time, it seemed like there was a soccer match. So there was just a lot more trash, a lot more things going on, and just a lot more aggressive people. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird, because when you have BTS people mixed in with soccer people, I don't think it's not good for the BTS people, because though we're just there to see a concert and to have fun, and you can see that the football guys, the soccer guys were just really just drunk and picking fights and just being bullies in some spots. So that wasn't cool. But then once we got into the venue, I got to tell you, we sat looking at the stage. We were at the right hand upper bowl there, and man, those seats are so steep. Like that whole thing, like you feel like if you were just pushed, you're going over the side. I mean, it's not, but it seems like that. But we sat down and we got to watch the show. It was really cool. Again, to see him come out and do his stuff was great. Everything was amazing. And I fell in love. I fell in love with Mundo Tacos. Mundo Taco.
Mundo.
Huh? Taco Mundos or Mundo I think it's Mundo Tacos, Irene. Anyways. Oh my God, I ate it. Both days that we were there, it was great. It was connected to the Zico Dome. Not to mention the fact that you could also order it. All I can say all around was it was a great time. We had a really, really good time. Really didn't run into a lot of troubles. And that's that. We got to meet some great people. Shout out Mousy and her daughter. Shout out Fear of the Double Bunny. Shout out Juju. I mean, it was really, really cool connecting with you girls and, meeting parts of your family, whatnot. That's all I can really say. I got noticed a few times. You know what I mean? And that was cool. You know what I mean? To have people notice me. When I was walking with Sarah, though, in London, a girl did notice me and she gave me a dirty look. She went by me and went. She looked at me, made sure it was me, and said, ooh, she must have heard about V or something. I don't know. Here's the deal. When he starts the tune, when he starts the entire concert, it's Running Wild. And I think that's a really, really, really good song to start out with. Especially when, I noticed that he didn't really have, he had a band, right? You wouldn't really notice it. And unless you're a drummer, I know that was live drums that were being done. But honestly, I don't know how many people were in his band. I mean, it was 4 people. I think it was a drummer, bass player, guitar player, and a keyboard player. Yeah. And what's crazy is that it's the same typical K-pop stage, right? So you've got one big stage, so you're looking at the stage, and what you're looking at is almost a 3D kind of thing happening, because there's 2 monitors, huge monitors here on each side, and then beyond those monitors in the back of the stage is another monitor. So, you know what I mean? That seems to be like I talked about this before. That seems to be like the typical, setup. I would like to see a circular thing, and I think that since I had said that in my last video about I'd like to see a circular stage, and somebody was saying that there's a rumor that BTS is actually going to do that this next time out, that they're actually going to have
They had it before, apparently.
Yeah, they had it for a TV performance.
Or
somebody broke it down. Somebody said that they had it in a TV performance, show or something like it. It was something special that they did.
Japan or something? I can't remember, guys.
No.
I'm sorry.
But when I put it out there like that, people were like, hey, man, like somebody was saying there is a rumor. Somebody that's close to somebody that's in that BTS camp was saying that was the talk, that it's going to be a circular stage. I don't know. That could be misinformation. I personally just think it'd be super cool, because I noticed that in those stages that they have set up, there's a whole other section of back row seats that could be filled, especially for JIN or anything BTS. Come on, you know what I mean? That's a whole other 5,000 seats that you're possibly missing out. But in any event, that's just for having that kind of a stage. The song lineup was really, really cool. I really, really fell in love with, I believe it's called Starship. Is that what it's called?
The Astronaut?
The Astronaut. I love that name, number one. I should have remembered it. The Astronaut. But I just really, really love that tune. And it seemed that when that song came on, that was when I saw most of the emotion. I saw the emotions coming out of our guests that we were with. And I could see, all around me, I could see that there was a lot of tears, and that song really, really does mean something to a lot of people.
저지없이 흘러가는 저 스위스처럼 나가 그저 내려가고 있었어 어둠 속에 찾은 나의 모든 dream 새롭게 시작됐어 When we there is love I can't have it to myself when I'm with you there is no I feel this way I never felt Thank you, London. 너의 꿈이 되어 우주를 여행하는 어두운 길이죠 좁은 나수처럼 넌 나를 따고 있었어 어둠 속에 찾은 나의 길 너에게 향하는 나의 길 When I'm with you there is I can't have it to myself when I'm with you there is
Now, I do believe I got a couple different versions of why that song is so special, but I can't remember it. And it was kind of sporadic. So if you
Because it was the last.
was it the last song he did before he went?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, but that wasn't the only thing though. That was the most
Well, because
popular
it was,
thing.
Because it was composed by Chris Martin.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. Well, there it goes. So you guys don't have to write anything. Other than that, he did 30 songs, man.
Not 30. I got it here.
What is it? How
He
many?
did 18. You're mixing.
I'm sorry.
Concerts.
Sorry. He did 18 songs.
Right.
Oh,
Stray
and he
Kids is the
also
one that did
Stray Kids did 30. But you know what else I like that he did? He covered Butter, and he covered.
Yeah, he did a mix.
He did a medley of Butter,
Dynamite,
Dynamite.
Microcosmos, and Spring Day.
Yeah.
Making you fall like that. Look in the mirror. I make it hard to do. I got a super cycle, so
Yeah, man. I thought that was really, really cool. I love that. I really, really dig that a lot because I love Butter. I didn't think that I was going to love Butter like I did. And I don't think that Miss Irene B thought I was going to like it. But I do. I dig that track a lot.
No, I mean, that's just me. Between Butter and Dynamite, I prefer Butter. Butter.
I can't. It's got to be Butter for me. I know I've gone both ways a lot of times. But I don't know. I talked to Bobby about it. Bobby agrees Butter is the way to go. See? Yeah. So other than that, what can I say? It was a great concert. It was very energetic. You leave there feeling good about yourself. So it was great. It was fun. I had a blast. If you have the means, I would go. These shows are so choice. They're super shows, man. Just super shows. Concerts are concerts, man. They get up there, they do their thing, they have little effects here and there, and that's that. You're going to see the band. But these are super shows, man. You're going to see the artists, and the amount of production that goes behind these live shows is just enormous. It's immense, and it's very, very well respected. So other than that, it was great. Both cities were awesome. The people were great. And yeah, that's all I can really say. I had a great time. Ma'am, what do you think? How was your time?
I had a great time, too.
Yeah? Anything sticks out?
Just being with Army.
Being with Army.
Yeah. And Sarah getting
The Army
the
bombs?
Army bombs.
Anyways, everything was great. Thank you, Army, for being awesome that you were. Thanks to JIN, to the production, everybody for putting on a great show. Both nights, it was awesome. And yeah, we didn't get to see any of the other Army members, or nobody showed up, which is kind of strange and surprising because I
Army
thought
members. What
any
Army?
other members
Oh.
to show. Sorry, any of the other members to show up for his last shows, but they were, to their credit, they were getting done with their record in L.A. So those guys were back and forth because I believe, like he left that day, didn't he, in Amsterdam?
No.
He got off stage, did a
No.
video.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think he.
I think he left the day after.
Oh, okay. I thought he left that day. Like we were almost gonna run into him at the airport. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and put that notification bell on so you know the next time we drop one of these travel vlogs, which will be soon. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a nice week. Peace.
Perfect.